Sup, y'all? Today is Monday, March 24th, 2014. Welcome to Recommonday, where we tell you about the upcoming movies, games, TV, comics, and music that we think you should check out this week. First of all, we've got Noah. Now, if you are expecting it to be exactly like what you read in the Bible, I don't think it's going to be, unless I missed the whole Lord of the Rings battle part of the Bible. I don't know. It's been a while since I read through it, so maybe I did. But it looks cool. It's Darren Aronofsky. It's a good cast, and so I'm looking forward to checking it out. I'm sure the effects will be exciting. Then we also have Sabotage, which I am not interested in at all. I believe this is a new Schwarzenegger movie. Yeah, not into it. Sorry, guys. If you're a fan, check it out. And the only other movie worth mentioning this week is Cesar Chavez. This is with Michael Pena. I like him a lot, so this could be good. But yeah, I don't know. Not the most exciting week for movies, but it is what it is. But that's okay, because we're making up for it with DVDs. Only one DVD matters, and only one DVD makes up for everything else, and that is The Wolf of Wall Street. Yes, The Wolf of Wall Street is out on DVD. Now, I saw this many times in theaters, and a couple times since. I know it wasn't released yet, if you catch my drift, and I freaking love this movie, and I'm sure you guys enjoyed it as well, so definitely keep an eye out for that. We also have Delivery Man, we have Walking with Dinosaurs, whatever, who gives a shit, am I right? But that is it for movies and DVDs coming out this week. Now let's move on to Jake to find out what video games are coming out.
Hey everyone, sorry I can't talk that loud, I'm in a secret place, don't tell anyone. But the first thing coming out this week is BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea Part 2 DLC. It's going to be awesome, but unfortunately it's the last thing coming out from Irrational Games. Because they're closing their doors. So you should probably definitely check it out because it's the last hurrah. We also have Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. This is the first big Diablo 3 expansion coming out. I don't know too much about Diablo 3 other than that I like it and I'm really bad at it. So I'll probably be checking this out whenever I have any spare time. But that's it for me, so let's move on over to Lauren in TV Land. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, there's a ton of finales on TV this week. The first is The Fosters on ABC Family. I don't think I've mentioned this show before, but it's definitely a new kind of take on a Modern Family, not to be confused with Modern Family on ABC. This is an hour-long drama that's sincere, almost to the point of being saccharine, but there's something about it I really like. And its first season is coming to an end this week. Also, on Fox, we've got Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This comedy came right off the gate with a ton of pedigree, and it's been a critical success, and as far as awards been going, it's been doing excellent in that regard. Another finale we've got this week is Broad City on Comedy Central. Comedy Central has been impressing the heck out of me with all of their scripted comedies. This is again another one of their awesome shows. It's the thing about Comedy Central shows I noticed is that it's not quite a sitcom and it's not quite a sketch show. It's somewhere in between, and that formula seems to be working really well. Another finale we've got this week is The Walking Dead on AMC. This season has been, to say the least, inconsistent, but there have been a couple of like really shining moments. And I think there's been some growing pains with a third showrunner in like as many seasons, but Scott Gimple seems to be sticking it out. So we'll see what he has to offer when it returns next season, and it's definitely returning. We also have the season finale of Helix on Sci-Fi. I'll admit I kind of lost interest with this show from the get-go, but people who've stuck with it have really seemed to enjoy it. The last season finale I want to mention is Teen Wolf. I've talked about this like every time it's ever going to be on TV because Teen Wolf is so great, and they are raising the stakes season after season. I won't say any spoilers, but I will say they did kill off a series regular that has been on the show since it began, and it was beautiful and heroic, and it's breaking the mold of these supernatural teen dramas, and I have never been more excited for more Teen Wolf, and it is indeed returning. And then lastly but not least, there's the series finale of Psych. You may not have noticed this, but this season was always intended to be the final season, even though they didn't announce it until midway through. I believe that they will give you guys a satisfying ending. I haven't caught up with the show. I've only watched it here and there, but I think that fans will be very pleased with the ending just based on what I've seen from the talent and the writers and how they really seem to have been thoughtful about how they're going to wrap it up. And that is everything with TV this week. Up next is Andrew with the comics.
What's up, guys? So this week in comics, with the Revenge #2 coming out on Image. The previous issue was really good. I had recommended a few weeks ago. Griffin Franks just had his whole face just cut off, just all of it, and his fingertips, and they're being grafted onto his wife's new, young, hot lover, and they're going to steal all of his money, run away together, into the sunset, and it's going to be beautiful. But this dude's pissed, so that's probably not going to happen. And just sit back and wait for the bloodshed because it's definitely on its way. And also from Image, we have Deadly Class number 3 coming out. Marcus and Willie have their first homework assignment to complete. Has to be done before next class, or they're going to get killed. They have to assassinate somebody, and they can't muck it up. They have to do it nice and clean and smooth. And I'm really excited to see how this goes. Also coming out on Image, we have One Hit Wonder number 2. Former child star Richie Reese is a hitman in Hollywood. And he's sadistic, he's nasty, he's mean, he's everything you don't like in a character. And of course, I love him. I think he's hysterical. I love his attitude. He's just such a sick bastard. And this is gonna be more of a prologue to issue 1. We're gonna get a little bit of a backstory on why he stopped acting and why he became the crazy sadistic psycho killer that he is. We also have Uncanny Avengers number 18. This is a book that I kind of fell off, unfortunately. Not because it was bad, just because I was reading a lot at the time and I just couldn't keep it up. And this is supposed to be a perfect jumping on point for new readers. So you should jump on it. I'm going to jump on it. I'm really excited to read it. It takes place on the mutant homeworld, Planet X. It's like a mutant Valhalla. And Magneto is out to eliminate all the humans. And Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, is the last human alive. And it's his next target, and Havoc isn't going to have that. We also have Guardians of the Galaxy number 13 coming out. This is the last book in the Trial of Jean Grey arc, which has been amazing so far. It ties in with all new X-Men, which is also really good. You definitely pick it up. The last issue left us with Jean Grey realizing the power behind the Phoenix Force and realizing that with it, she is an unstoppable force, and with it, she is a monster. It's really cool to watch these young heroes kind of find themselves, but finding themselves isn't always necessarily a good thing. Like in Jean Grey and Cyclops' point of view, it's not good at all. Anyway, this book's really good. Pick it up. And last but not least from Marvel, we have Silver Surfer number 1. I'm really, really excited about this book. Silver Surfer has always been a very interesting character to me, and I think Dan Slott was the perfect writer for this book. He writes Superior Spider-Man. He wrote Amazing Spider-Man for a while. And I feel like his quirkiness is going to fit well with this character. That's all I have in comics this week, and now on to Kevin with the music. What's up, Kevin?
Hey everybody, Kevin here with music for this week. First thing coming out this week is Out Among the Stars from Johnny Cash, which is actually a posthumous album. So it's essentially a new Johnny Cash album coming out in 2014, which is pretty interesting. But it was recorded in the 1980s. Another album coming out this week is The Joy of Motion from Animals as Leaders, as well as Shakira's album Shakira, which came out in Europe last week, but will be coming out this week in the United States. So if you like Shakira, check that one out. And we also have Pulses by Carmen coming out. So definitely a bunch of music to check out this week, from Johnny Cash to Carmen, as you just heard. So a lot of different stuff. Really awesome. Check it out.
And Paul is MIA again this week. Apologies for that. But as usual, make sure you check out his podcast. It's great. It's every Sunday. I love it. I'm also on it most of the time, but it's great. And that is it for your movies, video games, TV, comics, and music to check out this week. Now, the giveaway winner is Them Older Boys on YouTube. Sounds kinky, and I like it. Please write to us on Facebook.com/prettymuchit, and we'll get your information to send you a free shirt from BeObscure.com. And by the way, on BeObscure.com, don't forget, we got X-Men Days of Future Past coming out soon, and you want to make sure you have your Legalized Mutant shirt for that, because you will be the coolest cat at the movie theater. I will be wearing mine for sure. I have it in multiple colors. I will have to decide, but I have some time. But that is it for this week's episode of Recca Monday. I hope you have a great week. I will see you again on Friday, and that's pretty much it.